Hello, everyone. Happy frickin' Earth Day. I am joined here today by the amazing Soul Wynne-Jones. Hello, Soul.
Hi everyone, pleasure to be here.
Thank you for.
Celebrating this Earth Day.
Yes, I know that it's no longer Earth Day for you because you are in Australia and you guys are in the future.
Yeah,
So,
we've we've been there and done that. Earth Day is over.
exactly.
Every day is Earth Day. I like it.
But apparently you're still on Earth, so, we should still celebrate.
Yes.
Just to remind you, we are streaming live into the Earth Wizards group. So we've got I don't know, I think 40,000 people in here that are constantly sharing different inspiring memes or videos or quotes or books or documentaries, all sorts of stuff on everything, on all things Earth. And thank you guys for all that you do and be. And I check into the group all the time just to see what's happening and get inspired. So thanks for all of that.
It's very encouraging to know that there's 40,000 Earth Wizards out there. It makes me,
Right? I mean, with
yeah,
40,000 Earth Wizards, we could actually, you know,
some shit.
use some shit. Exactly. um, so Soul and I are here because we have a book that we both love, and it's called The Place. And it's probably no surprise because we've probably put it everywhere in the last 24 to 48 hours that it's actually on sale for a little bit longer since it'll end, I think, at midnight on Earth Day, like California time in the US. But it's this amazing book here by Mr. Gary Douglas. And Gary wrote this, I don't even know what year, a long time ago. And it's basically been the inspiration for things like El Lugar. El Lugar is Spanish for the place. And now we have a movie that we are creating called The Place. I think some of you have seen that, where we're raising funds. There's a producer who produced Cowboys and Aliens and was one of the producers of Men in Black, who loved the book and has written the script. And now we're looking to create it as a film. But we're here just because we wanted to invite you to explore the book with us.
Yeah. And it's so exciting that it's becoming a film because it's one of those books for me that, like, when you read it, you just get or for me, I just get the image of, like the way that it's described and the way that Gary goes into the detail of everything. You just get to see like all of the pictures of everything that's going on, and it's like you're there. So I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like as a movie.
Me too.
Yeah. Um,
Well, I just wanted to say that basically Soul heard about the movie and that we were looking to raise funds, and he was like, "Hey, I really want to do a book club and get all these people together to read the book." So, what's the book been for you? And how many times actually, we'll start. I need to stop asking. Let me stop with the question.
Well, I've listened to it a lot of times. I think I've become like an avid listener on Audible. Like, I've got a little badge that says, you listen to a lot of books, because I've probably listened to The Place like 100 times or more, maybe.
You're like, I don't know, I've listened to one book and it's The Place.
But it earned me a badge, so
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I guess for me, one of the things like I really enjoy, like the access tools and everything. But this book has got the access tools like weaved into it in this kind of like magical way that it actually shows you how they could be, used in, I guess, like practically in reality. And also, it gives you, I guess, like a bit more of an understanding of what, Gary is looking at in terms of how we could actually be on the planet and with the earth in a really different way. So it's really inspiring and it's clever. And it's like there are all of these things that when you read it again and again and again, you see it in a different way or you hear it in a different way. So yeah, it's one of those books that you can definitely pick up again and again and get more and more from it.
Did you find that it, like you talked about, like the pictures, did it acknowledge like a place in a space that you have lived from that nobody else around you had lived from?
I think for me, yeah, definitely, like as a kid, I spent a lot of time, like, in nature and everything, and getting the sense of the way that like when you're out in the deep forest, or you're in like the snow, or you're somewhere where you're just surrounded by nature, you can kind of sense everything around you and how it's all like working with each other. And you just get this like, uh, I guess it's just the way in which everything is coming together to create, and you can sense it. And that this book has that in it. Like it talks about the way that you can be with the planet, and with the earth, in a way that you're not like separate from it, but you can actually create with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so i I guess that's what I would say I got from it, is in that.
Do you have a favorite character, or do you love all of them depending on the
I,
day?
I like twins. I reckon the twins are awesome because they've got some pretty cool superpowers, and
Yeah.
they're cheeky, and like I just like I like the way that they kind of are aware of like the future, and they basically talk to Jacob Brain like from the future, and they just mess with him, which I think it's fun. It's funny, and I'm curious to see who's going to play the twins.
Me too.
Yeah. What about you? Who's your favorite?
I really like, I have found one of the things I've done is gone through and looked at the characters that I sort of like dismissed, that didn't necessarily seem like a strong character. And I always forget her name. She's the one that like never speaks. Mrs. Mack.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's this whole part of the story where they're traveling, like heading west across the US, and back in the day, I don't even know what year it was in. This is what's happening. I have CRS. I can't remember any detail, but like that she basically would know and then follow her knowing, and she didn't care if people would follow her or not. She was just like, I'm going because I know that we need to go right now. And then soon they started realizing, oh, like she would take a left when they all thought they should go right. So she's wonderful, and she doesn't really have anything to say, she's just being something different.
Yeah. And that's a great example because, like that's something that Gary talks about all the time. Is like, if I know that I can go, then it doesn't matter whether anyone else comes along or not. It's in that book, it's like, it's all there. There are so many like tools and things that, we use with access consciousness that are so cleverly embedded into this book.
We were talking about it, Dain, we were greeting before Dain's Earth and You thing today. And Connor was saying that he loves the twins too. Like, he's like, I want to know how they fixed the car and how they were, like tapping into what they knew about fixing the broken down car. And then I like, there's all this talk about the 9 trainees. So at Access, there are 9 capacities that you have that are like superpowers, basically. And they're all woven into this book, Need and Tug. There's several telecalls on Need and Tug with Gary and with Dain. And I don't even think I realized until like a year or two ago that Need and Tug was actually in the book, so.
I don't think I properly got Need and Tug until I read this book, and I was like, oh,
right?
That's what I'm talking about.
I was like, I've been on 2 telecalls, and then I read it in this book. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know like so it's on sale right now, right? So you can buy the book for like $3 or something. It's ridiculous.
And I apologize, it's caused a bit of confusion, but I can't take all the blame for it. We can blame Amazon, basically. They like to be a pain in the ass about where you're buying from. So I'm pretty sure if you have the actual shop link that we send out, there's links in each language. The languages, so if you are looking for it in Spanish, Italian, Hungarian, German, those are all on Kobo, which I didn't even know what Kobo was, but apparently it's also big in Australia, I think, kind of like a Kindle. But then in English, it's on sale on the Kindle format in Amazon. So if you can't find it and you can't find the sale price, we apologize. And it's not that much more. I think it's like $7 or $8 if you actually just buy the actual version. Or go old school and get the actual book. I love it. I carry this book. It's nice. It fits in your purse, and I carry it on every airplane. This is my second book because I actually left a book on the airplane, which I think the stewardess stole it from me because
I was thinking maybe your first one like fell apart or something.
No, I was reading it on an airplane and I was just like so moved by it. It really meets you wherever you're at in your life. And I was reading it one day on an airplane and having like a moment crying. And the flight attendant was like, "Can I get you some champagne? Are you okay?" I'm like, "It's just a really good book." It's melting my whole world right now.
Yeah, and yes, I'll have some champagne.
And I will have some champagne. Yes, thank you.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
And I guess we'll pop the links for the books in the comments for you guys after as well. So if you're desperately looking for it, you'll find it there.
So we're having a book club. So I don't know if we finished our sentence because Sewell and I might do that. Oh, look, Jennifer put the link up there. That's awesome. So we're going to get together with Sewell's going to kick it off on April 29th. I will be on there. David Kubis, Simone Milasas. The finale will be with Mr. Gary Douglas himself. Dain Heer will be on there. Paul Kearney, I believe.
Yeah, there are so many facilitators, and
Mattis.
Yeah, we probably couldn't name them all without leaving someone out, but
we're not leaving you out on purpose. But if you go to the website, it's actually actionsforfutures.com/the place book club.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing one call a week, which is going to be a reading of like 2 chapters, and then basically having a little bit of a discussion about, what was in those 2 chapters, and answering any questions that people might have. And it's going to be 1 call a week for quite some weeks until we've finished the book, and we'll finish it, as Megan said, with Mr. Gary Douglas, which is very exciting.
And these types of book clubs are, Simone did one recently on the utopian ideals, and it was a book that I've had for a long time. And I think you were actually the voice for it. Did you read that?
Yeah. I heard that book in a very different way as well, reading it like 10 times.
Yes. And there's something about it when you get together with a group of people and read it together, and you actually are having it present within your world. So I'm looking forward to what that creates, because it'll be over, I think, like a 2-month period.
Yeah. And all the funds from the book club are going to be going towards the movie. So it's really cool. You get to be part of an amazing book club with some amazing facilitators. And then also the funds are going to go towards making it a movie that you might get to watch one day as well. So yeah, how does it get even better than that?
How does it? If you just want to check out the movie part, you can go to theplacemovie.com. It's a GoFundMe account that we are doing all sorts of things to raise money, but also if you just want to give money for the fun of it, $5, $100, $500, $1 million. We're looking into investment opportunities as well. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm not that entertained by the movies out there. I think this movie would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be a really different possibility as a movie. And I think when I heard that it was being made a movie, I'm like, all right, whatever I can do to make this happen, because I want to watch it.
And we're using the book and all the tools in here to show us how to create a movie, show us how to knead and tug the money and the people and all of the energy to create it. So.
Yeah, and look, if we can make the place like El Lugar happen, which is, something that was largely influenced by the place, then, a movie should be a piece of cake, really.
Right? I mean, come on. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
EJG. Well, is there anything else you want to tell people on Earth Day, on your post-Earth Day?
I would just say, take some time to go outside, be with the earth, enjoy it. Maybe not so much for you, Megan, because I think it's windy as hell where you are right now.
Have
Enjoy
you ever gone out in insane wind and you're like, oh, you are so wonderful, you know, like so powerful and gentle at the same time.
And come and play on the book club. We'd love to have you. And, you know, donate if you like to the movie, and do whatever is fun for you, but we'd love to have you, and it's going to be awesome, so we look forward to it.
Yes, and if you have questions, you can message one of us. You can put it into the group as well. So come play, share it with anyone that you know that might be looking for it. Anyone is invited. Also, this is actually the first time, because we did a book club several years ago, but it was only available in English because we didn't have the book in other languages. So if you know people who are looking for it, and it's in French, Italian, Hungarian, Spanish, German, and Turkish. So there you go. All right, Sewell, thank you so much. Have a fabulous day. Thank you, Earth Wizards, for entertaining us, and we hope that if anything, just go play with the earth. Get the book on sale a little bit longer, read it, enjoy it, and what else is possible.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.